everyone, I'm back and I'm super excited for this video. I've been wanting to do this for ages, but I have been waiting for a few things to happen. We used to have carpet in my apartment and we just recently, hello, that's my Albie. We used to have carpet in my apartment, but we just recently got the carpet replaced for these vinyl floorboards. So I had to wait till that was done before I could make this video, and I'm super excited to show you all of my plants. Most of these are pretty new. I've recently gone a bit plant crazy. Some of these I've had for years, some of these I've had for like 8 months, some of these I've had for like a few weeks. So with that, I am excited to go and show you. Alright, so when you first walk into my apartment, here's the front door. It's kind of like a house tour as well, but not really. Mainly a plant house tour. Hello, doggies. You will see on the left is the bathroom. You can still hear the fan. Whenever you turn the light on in there, the fan goes on for like 20 minutes, which is really annoying. Hello, you want to play? Melon's drinking the shower water. Can you not? Yeah, you're a naughty boy. Anyway, back here. So, on the left, the bathroom. On the right, my housemate's bedroom. She doesn't have any plants and she's not here. We're not going to be looking at that today. And then on this side is my bedroom. So, the rooms aren't that big, but this is a little overview. Hello, Elvis. Yes. Alright, so most of my plants, I've got this shelf here, there's no plants on there. And then, so my first plant is this peace lily, or Spathiphyllum something. I'm not very good with the Latin names. Hello. I'm not great with the Latin names, but anyway, excuse that. But this is the peace lily, so it's pretty big. It's in a not that big of a pot. I should maybe blow out these candles so I don't have to worry about lighting things on fire when I'm videoing. And the plants probably don't want to be next to candles, but whatever, I'm a bit of a candle freak. This was flowering. The last flower is starting to die. It was flowering for about 3 months, maybe more. I've had this plant for 6 months or so and it has grown a lot for me. My bedroom does not have much light. The only window I have is this door and it leads to a little balcony. I'll show you a bit later. But it is north facing. I'm in the southern hemisphere, so north facing is the best lighting. It's opposite to the northern hemisphere. Most of the plant videos I watch are put your plants in a south window, blah blah blah. In the southern hemisphere, you want to put your plants in the north window, you know, if they like a lot of light. My dogs are very annoying. But anyway, so this is one of my peace lilies. Great plant. It's good for low lighting. All the plants I've got in my bedroom are sleeping all day, and when I get the camera out, chooses a squeaky toy. Right, as long as you don't squeak it. Okay. Okay, so yes, most of the plants I have in my bedroom are low light tolerant plants. So my peace lily has been thriving in my bedroom. Here I have a little Peperomia Rosso, Eden Rosso or something like that. It's a little bit dusty, I should probably clean it, but I love this little Peperomia. It's got red backs, which is really cute, and it's a nice small little one. I haven't had this that long. Maybe a couple of weeks, but I do like it. Then next I have a Stramanthe sanguinea. I think that's how you say it. I love this one. It has grown a lot. I've had this for about 2 months and it's grown heaps for me. It's got beautiful purple backs to the leaves. Love this little plant. Then here I have a green dragon pothos, or an Epiprenum aurum. I think that's how you say it. Sorry if you hear my dogs in the background, it is really annoying. But I do love that, and that's in a pot, a terracotta pot that I've painted. You will see in this tour I've painted a lot of my pots. Then here I have a little, I think this is an organ cactus, but I'm not sure, I don't know. I've had this for 3 years or something like that, and it is in a little mug with no drainage holes, but I rarely ever water this, and there are pebbles in the bottom for the water to drain into. Probably should repot this soon. It's getting quite big. It has grown a lot. Very easy, hardly ever water it. I move it into higher sun conditions. I know cacti don't like low light, but I keep it in here for a few months and then I move it, and then yeah. Then moving down to the next shelf, we have a heartleaf philodendron, or a philodendron caudatum, I think. If I'm wrong, I will put a little thing on the screen. Love this. I've had this for only a few weeks, so not very long, but it's beautiful, and it's in a cute little pot like that. Then back here I have my Zanzibar gem, or my ZZ plant. Both common names. I don't know the Latin name is like Zanza something. I don't know what it is. It's hard to, I'm not great with that one. But this has grown a lot for me. This is a great low light plant, one of the ones that people always recommend for low light situations. Obviously it would do better in better light conditions, but it has some light, and I keep my bedroom light on quite a bit for my plants to get a little bit more light. I know it's not amazing. I should probably get grow lights or something, but you know, look, it's got this brand new growth, and a new one here and a new one here. So I've had this for 6 months or so, and it is thriving. Alright, then here I have a marble queen pothos, which is absolutely beautiful. I got this around the same time as the heartleaf philodendron, only a few weeks ago. It is beautiful, and it's in this pot that I painted. Very easy, as all pothos are. Yeah. And then over here I have, this is a golden pothos, but I got this in like the clearance section. Not the best, like biggest plant. Got a little hole in the leaf, came like that. You can see the yellow, so it is a golden pothos, but if I can get it to focus. But it looks almost identical to my green dragon, because there is not much variegation, but I don't really care. I think it's beautiful anyway. Ugh, can you focus, please? There we go. Beautiful plant, but yeah, and that is in a pot like that. And coming down here, I have on this shelf just a marble pothos, which I haven't seen these much on YouTube, but I see them everywhere in like Bunnings in Melbourne, where I live. Apparently it's the same genus or species or whatever as these ones. This is the marble queen, this is the marble. They have much smaller leaves, and it's pretty different. I don't know much about it. Apparently it's the same. Let me know if you know a lot about this plant, but I have quite a few of these because I think they're beautiful. You guys will see I absolutely love trailing plants throughout this video. And then moving over from that shelf, I just have one plant over here, and it is a beauty in my opinion. This is my domino peace lily, so I think this is beautiful. I've had this just for a couple of weeks, but I love it, and it is, you can see it's got white variegation on it. This one's probably the best example of it, but you can see it does have variegation on all the leaves, and they are like really crinkly, ruffly shape compared to the other regular peace lily that I've got. And it's in this cute pot that I painted on this little plant stand with a cute little plate as a saucer. But I love this plant, very easy, classic peace lily. I haven't had it that long, but love it. And then going out onto my little balcony, it might be a bit loud out here, so I apologise, but I have this tiny little balcony. I need to mop, I know, but tiny little balcony. This is north facing, but you can see it's like inbuilt all the way up if I step out here. So I don't get the most amazing light, but that's alright. If I can get it back, there we are. So I have this little shelf. I used to have a lot more plants than this out here, but I went away on a big holiday and most of them did die, so I've just been slowly replenishing the shelf. Here, my first little pride and joy is this cactus. I don't know the type of this, I should know. Maybe this is the barrel cactus or whatever, but I have had this for like 4 years or something. 3 years, 4 years, I don't know. And it used to be like this big. And now it is absolutely huge. Well, it's not that big. It's like 60 centimeters tall or something like that. It's pretty big. Sorry about the mowing the lawn. I have no control over that. Horrible sound. But love this. Hardly ever water it. Water it maybe, I don't know, once a month. Or it does get some rain. When it's been raining a lot, I don't really water it that much. It would like more light, but this is kind of the best I can give it. At least it can see the sky, but yeah, not the best. But he's growing, he's happy. Happy boy, just thrives on neglect. And then I have a very leggy jade that I have propagated years ago from cuttings, and this moves from inside to outside. He prefers outside, but he's fine, he's growing. Yeah, that's that. Then this is a brand new plant. I've had this for like a week. A jasmine vine. I don't know. We'll see how it goes out here. I think it should like it out here, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. And then here I have an Echeveria that is very on a big stem, so I'm going to, when it gets to spring, chop it off, let it dry out and plant him in soil, and then he'll just be normal. But I've had this for like 2 years. He's fine. Just I never water that. It just gets enough water from the rain. He's fine. Here I have a maidenhair fern. Nearly forgot what it was. Brand new as well. I've had this like a week. I've had these before and killed them, but they just need a lot of water, and sometimes I forget about my little plants. But it's got, yeah, the light. I don't think it's getting too much light. I think it'll be happy. Here I have a very bad condition, some sort of furry succulent. I don't know what this is. Oh, if you know, you can tell me, but you can see some bugs have really gotten to this. Really, I'd never water this, never look after it. He's alive. I've had this for years. It's in this pot that needs a clean. Has it even got, yeah, it's got a drainage hole. But that probably needs repotting. I don't know. A sorry little plant. I feel really bad. I should love and care for all my plants, but I've never been the biggest fan of this one, so I haven't really taken the best care of it, but it's fine. And then here I have a little, I think this is a kangaroo paw fern, new as well, and also I have a bird's nest fern that's also new, and hopefully these ferns will go alright. Down here I have some very neglected little jade propagations that I've had for absolutely years. Just they were on the floor of my balcony for years. Somehow they've survived. They're in bad condition. They haven't been getting enough light. I don't know what I'll do with these. They can just live out here and you know, chill. They'll be alright. So that's my little tiny you can see like my arm I can't even straighten my arm. It's a tiny little balcony, but it's cute and I love it, and I can keep plants out there, so I'll eventually fill that up and have more plants out there. Then moving on from my bedroom, we come to the hallway, walk, some artwork, and I have this little study nook which is got no plants. I want to get a plant for there, maybe some sort of big low light plant will be cute. That's the artwork that you could see through the window, painted by me. And then we move in to the jungle, which I wish could have even more plants, and I will definitely get more. So this is like the kitchen living room where we have a big north facing window, but as you can see there are buildings on the other side of the window, so it's not, some of the sunlight is blocked, so I don't have bright direct sunlight in anywhere in my house, which sucks, but it also means none of my plants are going to get burnt or crispy. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you in here is this little hygrometer thermometer thing, and I mainly use this for the humidity levels, to see the humidity. So that right now it's 52%, which is a little low for me. I like to have it at least 60%. It is winter at the moment though, so 52% is not terrible, but I usually like it more than that. So to get the humidity up, I usually boil a pot of water while I'm in here supervising it. That gets the humidity up. I've got little humidifiers that also gets it up. You might see them over there. I had a humidifier in my bedroom as well, you might have spotted. Hello. So moving on, you can see the kitchen over here. I've got this vase of English ivy cuttings. So we move in, have a little look. There we go. So these are cuttings I've taken from my parents' house, and this has been in this water for a couple of weeks, maybe 3 or 4 weeks. And we have started growing some little roots. You probably can't see them. But once this has some more established roots, I am going to pop this in some soil and have a English ivy plant. And I don't know what this is, this leafy green one. If anyone knows, you can let me know. First plant, this is one of my oldest plants, is a yucca elephant something, I don't know, elephantiasis or something. I'll put it on the screen, I don't know. This isn't in the best condition. I kind of neglected it for a few months over summer, but it has literally survived through anything. I hardly ever water this. This is a pretty low maintenance plant. Probably wants more sun than this, but it's all right. And it's, yeah, it's fine. I don't know much about this plant, but I've had it for like 4 years and it is a-okay. And then next to that, I have this little philodendron white princess. If you can see, the best leaf on this is not that one. This one is probably the best leaf, so you can see that's like more like a traditional white princess. This was on sale for like, I don't know, $5 or $10. So it's got a bit crispy bits when I bought it, but it's really cute and growing quite well. I've had this for 2 months or something, and it's in a cute little pot I painted with flowers on it. You can see I like shells and crystals and stuff. Such a hippie, but anyway. This one is a calathea. I don't know what type of calathea. If you know, please let me know. It didn't say on the tag when I bought it, and I have no idea. This, I made a big mistake of when I bought this, I watered it with tap water, and calatheas, at least this calathea, does not like tap water. You can see it's the couple of days after I watered it with tap water, he went, or she or he went all yellow and crispy on the edges. That leaf's all right. Not all of them, just some of them. Didn't like it. So now I water this with filtered water. But very nice plant. It loves the humidity. It's beautiful. I love it. I love calatheas, as you'll see in this video. And then moving down, the next shelf down, I have this peace lily that one of my best friends gave me for my birthday this year. So I've had this since January. It is now August, and this just has grown so much. It was quite a small plant when I got it, and yeah, it just puts out new leaves all the time. Some of them have been a bit crispy from summertime and stayed like that on the edges, but yeah, gorgeous plant. And I have that in a pink Kmart pot. I love this one. This one's a lot smaller than my other one. Smaller, more petite leaves. Maybe it's a different variety. Let me know if you know. And then here I have I believe this is a golden pothos, some sort of pothos. You can tell me. It's got the yellow splashes on the leaves, and it's in a green pot, which I thought went well with it. This is not, I haven't had this forever, but yeah, it's good. And then here I have a Snow Queen, marble Snow Queen. Marble, sorry. Just a Snow Queen pothos. It's in this little rainbow pot. And the leaves are very small, but it has been putting out a lot of new little baby leaves in here, which are really cute. Love this one. The last plant on this shelf is another Calathea. This one I didn't water with the tap water. This one's only ever had filtered water with me, and it doesn't have any yellow. It has these little spots, I don't know, that came with it. That leaf's not that happy, but the rest of it looks good. I love it. It's got little red, purple bits on the stem and purple backs on its leaves, so it's beautiful, whereas this one had the green backs. Don't know what type of Calathea this is, you can please tell me. And that's in a pot like that. So from that side of the room, moving on, I'll take you to this side of the room. We have up here, I don't know what this is. I think it's some sort of epiprenum or philodendron, I don't know. I think it's like I think they call it a dragon tail or something, I don't know. I don't know what that is, but that just lives up there. And then here I have another marble pothos. I can't really touch any of these ones, but you'll have to see they're hanging up quite high. It's a marble pothos. And then one of my favorite plants, even though I shouldn't have favorites, but love this one, and it grows like crazy for me. I've only had this for like a month and it has grown so much. This is a Monstera adansonii. And as you can see, it's got a lot of new little leaves coming out. Oh, you might not be able to see because I can't focus my camera. There we go. Beautiful plant. And I just have that in a terracotta pot up there. Gorgeous plant. Next to it, I don't know what this is. I took this from cuttings years ago from my high school. Don't tell anyone. And it's some sort of succulent something. I don't know what it is. They had it as ground cover, but it makes a beautiful hanging plant. And this did have mealybugs. I think I've gotten rid of them, but this lived outside on my balcony for quite a while, and then I moved it inside, and it seems to be doing quite well. It's been inside for quite a few months. It does like a lot of light. It's pretty close to the window. It's all right. And then next to that, I have a silver satin pothos. This one doesn't have much silver on it. It didn't have much when I bought it. Now on the tag this says it was an Epiprenum aurum, but I think it's not. Correct me, I don't know. I don't think it is, I think it's something else. I think it's a Scindapsus, but I don't know. You tell me. I'm not the greatest plant expert at the moment. I'm still learning. Now all these macrame hangers I did make myself. I went through a bit of a phase where I went a bit crazy making macrame hangers. I have a lot of them not in use as well. And then this gorgeous plant is some sort of succulent. I don't know what it is. I'm not a big succulent lady. I don't know very many of the names, but it has these gorgeous little floret looking things. I've had this for maybe 2 or 3 years, and it used to be just in the pot, and now look at its trails. It had much longer ones, but I trimmed some of them back and stuck them in the pot to make it more full. So some of the trails had been coming down even further than that, but this beautiful trailing succulent. I don't know what it is, but it's right next to the window. It's been here in this house, in this spot for coming up 2 years, and it is thriving. I love it. I hardly ever water this. Maybe water it once a month, something like that. I don't know, not very much. All right, moving down next to the TV over here. There's the window there. So on this side, I've got a little vase of flowers in there. They're not gonna grow, it's just, you know, decorative. It's actually just in a glass juice bottle. Lol, but I've got it behind, so it just looks pretty. And then I've got these jade propagations. These have been in here for 2 or 3 years. This little tiny things. They probably do want, can you not? They probably do want to be repotted. I feel like this is gonna, especially this big one in the middle, probably wants to get repotted, but I'll do it sometime, one day. At the moment it's just chilling in there, and I pretty much ignore this plant. I don't water it very often. Yeah, it's thriving, it's grown a lot. It used to look like cute little bonsais, but anyway, hello. Here I have a little Tenanthe Burley Marks, a tiny little one, in this little pot with clouds on it. And this is a really cute, it's in like the same Morantaceae family that the Stramanthe is, and the Calathea. So this has beautiful purple backs on the leaves, and it's got lots of new growth coming out. Again, this is another one I water with the filtered water. And yeah, next to that I have this cactus. I've had this for exactly the same amount of time as my one that was outside. This has also grown a lot since I got it. It was probably like this tall when I got it, and it's still growing. Probably wants more sun than this, so sometimes I move it outside. But he's happy, very easy, hardly ever water it. Pretty chill plant. Cacti are very easy, you don't really have to do much as long as they get enough light and you don't overwater them. Pretty easy, pretty chill. I've had that for like 4 years. And then next to that I have a peperomia, oh, what is this? I don't know, moonlight. I think it's a peperomia moonlight or something like that. I don't know. It's like a cultivar that's like, you're not allowed to propagate it because you're not allowed to propagate it for sale because it's like trademarked or something. I don't know. This is one, I think this is my first peperomia. I've only had it a few weeks and it's alright. Sorry if you can hear my dog eating. I accidentally overwatered this and a couple of leaves were not happy and dropped off, but I'm letting it dry out. So I'm going to treat that more like a succulent and let it dry out between waterings a bit more than I had. Here you will see my first of, I think, 4 Monstera deliciosas. It's a little one. I love this. I've actually done a little artwork of it to show my love. That plant there is a portrait of this little boy. I love these. I think they're so easy to look after. They're gorgeous. Even in this juvenile state, they're gorgeous. I love the heart-shaped leaves. So that is right next to a little humidifier here. Yeah, and then down here I've got a Calathea zebrina, I believe is the name. Beautiful, like velvety leaves. Oh, this came with this leaf was a bit funky when it came, and this leaf was a bit funky when I bought it. Yeah, this Calathea has been pretty chill. I still have it in the nursery pot inside this little pot. Moving on, I have this funky, very kind of off the beaten track, I don't know, Ruby Ficus elastica, or Ruby rubber tree. And I bought this on sale in the clearance section because it was really crispy and burnt. Really, like a lot of the leaves are crispy as heck. It was only $10 for quite a big plant, and at least where I live, that is a steal. I have seen these this size for about $60, so $10 was a steal, and I didn't care that he was crispy and whatnot. It just adds character. So all these crispy leaves did not happen at my house. I didn't do that. But as you can see, all these new leaves are happy as heck. Very good condition. So it was just his old leaves. His new leaves are very healthy, and he's getting a lot of humidity, as you can see, and he is thriving. So I love that plant. It is one of my favorites, as I shouldn't say, but I love it. And then over here I have this little bookshelf, And here I have a bit bigger of a size of a Monstera deliciosa. This one started to get fenestrations. I don't know what it is. One of those words. Alright, so this one, again, it's pretty close to the humidifier. It likes that. It's getting some nice light. Seems to be pretty happy. It's in a cute little rainbow pot, kind of like that other one. And then here I have a little Fittonia. There you go, a little Fittonia with the white ones. I don't know the variety, but it's cute. In a little pot. And then next to it I have another little Fittonia. This one's got like the pink veins or whatever. And it's really cute in my opinion. I love it. In this little pot. And then here I have a zebra plant. I really can't remember the Latin name. But this plant's really easy. Some people have told me they've killed these, but it really tells you when it wants to be watered. It will just droop, then you water it, and then it'll pop right back up and be very happy. So that's my zebra plant, and it is in this little pot. Then I've got a baby fiddly fig, or Ficus lyrata, I believe is how you say it. It's just a little baby. You can see the leaves are still really juvenile, really floppy, and it's little and it's cute, and I love it. In this pink and green pot. Here I have and all the humidity. Let me pop this one out, hang on. Here I've got a creeping fig, or a ficus something, I don't know. I'm really bad. It's some sort of ficus. This one's, yeah, thriving next to the humidifier. I've only had this a few weeks and it's already grown a lot. And trailing. I love trailing plants. We love them, don't we, Marlin? Now, a lot of these plants are not pet safe, but as you can see, my dogs are tiny, and having them up on a shelf like this is completely out of their reach, and that's why I have all these plants on little pot stands. It's too high for you. You cannot reach it, can you? Too tall. See, look, even compared to this Calathea zebrina, like, look at him next to that. He cannot reach, and they don't have that much interest in the plants. They're more into dirt. Anyway, next to that, I have another heart-leaved philodendron, or philodendron caudatum, I think it is. And then I've got a variegated ivy here. This one is not from a cutting. This one I bought. I've only had this for like a few days. This is one of my newest plants. And then here I have a Syngonium, I think it's called a Sunshine Speckles or something like that. Some sort of Syngonium. This has already grown a lot since I've had it. It loves the light. It's in this cute little yellow pot. And then over here I have another Silver Satin Pothos. Guys, this on the tag said it was an Epiprenum aurum, but it's a Scindapsus, isn't it? Like, you tell me. You tell me, but I don't think this is an Epiprenum. It is a pothos though. Or people call it a pothos commonly. And then moving down, I've got another marble pothos. I told you I had a few. I love these. Alright, Mr. Boy has made himself comfortable on my lap. And then here I have a Pilea Silver Sprinkles. And if you will see in this pot, it came in this pot. This is not a Pilea Silver Sprinkles, I don't think. Yeah, in this pot along with the Pilea, I think this is a Calissa something. This little purple one. I don't think that's a Pilea Silver Sprinkles. To me, it does not look like the same plant as that. It must have like fallen into the pot and started growing at the plant shop. And it is so cute. That's mainly the reason why I bought it, but it is really cute, the Silver Sprinkles as well. And I think that's such a cute, I love the colour of the pot to match the plant. I think it's really cute. Can you get off me? And then I have another Syngonium. I think this is a Syngonium Pixie is the name of that one. It's really cute. Not as big as this one. I bought them both tiny a couple of weeks ago and they've both grown a lot. This one I didn't have in the sun, so I've moved it into the sun. But even that, you can see the growth in this, the yellow, the sunshine one over there. And then here I have a Philodendron Silver Sword. I don't know the Latin name of this one, but Love that. It's right near the sun and it seems to be thriving. It's grown quite a bit. Here I've got some little glass herb jars that have little cuttings of English ivy in them, and you can see some little roots growing. Well, see that white thing? That is roots. So these soon, if I can put that back in the water, yeah, they've got lots of little roots growing. Those soon will go into some soil and be very happy. Can you get out of there? What are you doing? You're looking at the plants? I do believe English ivy is toxic to dogs. I don't know, but he doesn't seem to care about it. Do you? Moving across, we've got a few more plants over here. I've got my biggest, it's not that big, but my biggest Monstera deliciosa. I love this plant. This is my newest leaf, just unfurled, and you can see this is my most developed leaf. It has more splits than this other one, and it's got another new leaf coming over here and another new one coming over here, and yeah, I love that. Got a cute little pot, pink pot, and that's a happy boy over there. And then I've got this one, is one of my, I don't know what's happening with this. This is an Alocasia Bambino or something, and he's going yellow and dropping all his leaves, but from this one it looks like the only one that's okay. This is a new plant. I don't think it's very happy, but I've also heard these go dormant and drop all their leaves in winter, so I'm just crossing my fingers that's what's going on with this bad boy. But it sucks because it's one of my favorites, and this leaf's about to drop, and yeah, it doesn't look very happy. It's not overwatering. I haven't watered this. I've only watered it once, and I don't think it's underwatering. Like, this one looks very fine, so I don't think it's, I don't know, and it's right next to a humidifier, so I don't know what its deal is. You guys could help me if you think you might know. Then I've got another, yet another Monstera deliciosa, another baby one. This one's right next to a humidifier and loving it. You can see a nice new leaf. Quite a few, another new one coming out there. Lots of little tiny ones. It's pretty happy. And then here I have a Philodendron Birkin. I think that's what it is. Again, another happy plant. I think this is really cute. Got that on sale. I don't know why it was so cheap. It was like $5. Then here I have my biggest plant, my Ficus lyrata, or fiddly fig, and this is, it's not, compared to a lot of fiddly figs, it's not the biggest plant ever, but for me it's pretty big. And yeah, look at that leaf. It's bigger than, like, these, one leaf is bigger than both my dogs put together, so he's a big boy, and he's in this cute little pink Kmart pot. I've had this for like a few weeks, so I think he's happy where he is. We'll see about that, hey? Then my last few plants will be on my little balcony, so let's go out there. Most of these plant pots are like kind of empty or dead plants and stuff, but anyway. So this is a plant I'm really happy about, I'm really proud of. This little, I think this is a, oh geez, what are they called? Echeveria plant, and I grew this from a leaf. Just from a little baby like that. You can see there's one there. So you can see there's a little baby coming out of that leaf, and that will eventually grow into something like this. I grew this, I started growing this maybe 3 years ago, and look at it now. It is a big plant, and it's just in this little sitting this. I used to have strawberries in there, they're dead. This is some things I don't even know what these were on. These were on something, a plant that fell off, and now they've grown roots. I just chucked them in the soil. They've been in there for like a year. I don't know. I don't know, 8 months or so. This is just in a little sugar bowl, and it is thriving. Look at it. I never really water this. It just gets a bit of rain when it needs it, and see, there's the sky. So yeah, that's that one. A lot of the plants out here kind of not in the best, healthiest condition, so just don't judge me. These again were just ones that had gotten knocked off another plant, and I just chucked them in here, and they've taken root. Very cute. And then this pot, that's got nothing in it. This one is my aloe, some sort of aloe or something. Tell me if you know the type of aloe this is. But I love this. I've had this for a few years. Every summer it blooms. Sorry about this cobwebs. But it is huge. It probably needs repotting soon. But it loves it. It gets a lot of light here. And it's just thriving. It's a great plant. Very easy. I hardly ever water that one either. Just water it when the leaves, or whatever you call these, the little arms, they get, you can see it's got enough water now. It's like puffy, or I don't know. When it's thirsty, it'll be very thin. It'll look like it's lost weight. And that's when you know to water it. So then down here in this little hanging planter, I've got a little cuttings in a little sugar bowl hanging there. Yeah, never watered that really either, but it's thriving. They get enough water from the rain. Like, these type of plants do need water, but they get it from the rain. Another one the same in a little milk jug, which is pretty cute. A lot of these plants down here are not the best condition, but you'll see. So here I have a jade cutting in a mug, and yeah, it looks pretty healthy. Nothing in there. This is, I don't know what, this is very sad. This is what happens when a plant does not get enough light or enough water. I think this was on my balcony and completely neglected. This, again, not enough light, not enough water, probably will die, but whatever. This again, this is way too much plants for this pot. It's probably not getting enough nutrients. This has definitely not gotten enough light. Yeah, just not happy. This is an example of not happy plants. Again, this one's probably got not enough. This one might be thirsty actually. It looks thirsty. See how it's kind of wrinkly? That's what a thirsty succulent looks like. Do you see that? And it's probably got not enough nutrients or light either. Again, most of these plants are probably not getting enough light. But there's some jade in there, and I don't know what that is. That's one of these things. I don't know. This is thirsty too. You can see it's like very wrinkly. That means it's thirsty. So this is like very dry. I should water that. I kind of neglect these plants. I shouldn't, but yeah, they're all cuttings pretty much. And here, that's a cutting in a little teacup. That's pretty cute actually. If we can get him to focus, come on. Focus. There we go. That's a cute little one. There. Then over here, my last few plants on my air conditioner thing. This big soup tureen of thyme. Look how big my thyme is. Oh, I love it. I want more herbs like this. Oh, it's just so lush, and oh, smells amazing. Love this plant. I usually just spin it around every week or so. This does like a lot of water. Like, it gets quite a bit of sun here. But not too much that it gets burnt or anything. And yeah, I love it. Love it. I can use this in all my cooking. Love thyme. And it's beautiful. I love the size of the leaves. They're gorgeous. And then here I have a new plant. I've had this for like a week. A little bonsai. Hopefully I can keep this one going. It's pretty cute. Tell me what type this is. I don't know. But I think it's really cute. And then here I have a little failing succulent that is dying of thirst and doesn't really have any roots. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know why that's there, but might give that a water and bring that back to life. Hello, boy. So I can't be bothered setting up a makeshift tripod again for my camera, so hopefully it's relatively in focus. But anyway, that is all of my plants. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really loved making it. I love looking at plants. I love plants. And I'm starting to think, I'm sorry if you hear a little tap tap tap, my dog wants to play. Come here then. Come here then. I'll hold him. So I will be making more plant videos, I think. I would like to anyway. So maybe like plant hauls, propagations, plant collection updates, we'll see. But I loved it. It was so much fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Hope it would be fun to join the plant community. I would love it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you know some of the plants that I didn't know the names of, or have anything to add about that, and I will get back to making more videos soon. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Albie will see you later too. Will you see them later, Albie?